Okay, my name is Scanlon, and I was laid off during the pandemic in July of 1920. I had been working at my firm for a long time, and I understood what was happening from a business point of view, but it kept dragging on and on and on. And I had tried to apply for some positions. Unfortunately, many of them passed me over in spite of my work record. So I realized that I needed to update my skills, and I was going onto the web to the Oklahoma Unemployment, and I found out about this program. And I didn't realize that it existed. And so I contacted Terry, and we talked for a while, and it enabled me to go back to school. So I thought, because so many people being sick with the pandemic, that healthcare might be a good field. And I applied for the electrical cardiograph technician program. It was strictly an online program. I enjoyed it. The format was easy. MedSearch did an outstanding job with their web programming. The difficulty for me is because I have not been on a clinical floor before. I found it much more difficult to find somebody to take me on, because there are liability and legal issues involving patients and medications. And there would be background fees, which I totally understand. And for me at that time, it was really financially just too much. Interestingly enough, I found out that my old firm was hiring, and I talked with them, and they looked at my certificate, and because they felt that I was willing to better myself and be able to use my downtime to work on my skills, that impressed them, because they had been through a lot of people that didn't know what the job entailed and would want to have weekends off, or didn't understand what was expected of them. So they knew me, and they welcomed me back with open arms, and they said, "We'd love to have you back." And normally when you leave my firm and you start back over at the bottom with pay. And they didn't do that to me. They just said, "We're going to give you your old pay, we're going to keep you as a specialist, and we're glad to have you back." So having that customer contact, which I really love working with the public, was amazing. And in retrospect, really, even though it wasn't in medical, the program did what it was supposed to do. It got me back working, which is the best thing anybody could ever have. And I started thinking about other people in my age bracket, over 60 plus, who are also finding themselves out with the same problems. I think that, especially for that age group now, there's no doubt in my mind that Medicare and Social Security ages are going to keep going up. It's going to be more important for that segment to be reached out to, because I feel like they're going to need a lot of help. And there are legitimate questions when you have employers looking to hire someone in my age, such as, if I do hire this person, how long can I realistically expect them to work for me? If I offer them health care, is it going to cost me a lot? Can they keep up with the skills? Can they take direction even with people who may be younger or different age groups? So there's a lot of things, I understand that. But at the same time, we also offer a value of information and life experience and customer service. And we also have the maturity to not take off whenever you need them. So I feel like this is a good program for people, especially at my age. And I'm trying to let other people know that there is help out there. And as far as MedSearch is concerned, would I go through the program again? Yes, I'd probably go through the computer program though. And I'm sure I'd have to pay for it next time, but that's okay. I looked at Moore Norman, but they're still not offering full classes yet. Nobody really is, because of the pandemic. And this is going to be with us for a while. So I tell people, don't give up hope. There is hope. There's help out there. And I've referred the program to a number of individuals. And I really thank them for allowing me to get back to work, because I'm so happy being working again.
For people that don't know about the program, then what would you tell them?
I would tell them it's a good way to update your skills, and also when you are successful and you can refer other people, that keeps those grants alive so that they can help more. And if you can get your community back working, maybe we can change some of the attitudes that persist on aging, and that would be a good thing to see.